What's up guys, it's Ashley Reeves. I've got 3 steps you can take to start snowboarding switch. And stick around for the end of the video. I've got 3 tips that'll help you get through these steps quicker. So for anyone who doesn't know, snowboarding switch is basically snowboarding backwards. So I typically snowboard with my left foot in front. So when I snowboard switch, I'll be riding with my right foot leading the way. And for me, I've been really trying to emphasize getting better at riding switch this season especially, so I can do more stuff in the park and outside the park. So what I want to do is show you guys what I think is the easiest way to get started riding switch. So 3 simple steps, progressive steps to get going from never riding switch before to linking your first switch turns. Alright guys, so the first step we're going to take is we're going to leaf down the mountain. But to make this productive for learning switch, we're going to be emphasizing that switch direction as much as possible, especially as we gain confidence. So what makes this a really easy first step is first, we're not going to be changing our edges. We're going to either be staying on our heel side the entire time or staying on our toe side the entire time. And secondly, we're not going to be pointing our board straight downhill with our new front foot yet. All right, so let's start with the heel side and then we'll turn around and do the toe side. Progression here, you can start out just leafing normally as you did probably when you first learned to snowboard, but as you start gaining confidence going in that switch direction, start going at a sharper angle more downhill on that side, and whenever you go back regular, just cut straight across the hill. That way we'll be spending more and more time going downhill switch and wasting less time going downhill regularly. So once that's feeling pretty comfortable and you're going downhill at a pretty good angle in that switch direction on both your heel side and your toe side, the next step is we're going to be going straight downhill switch before we actually initiate a heel side turn or a toe side turn. So basically we're going to be doing J turns. Alright, so let's do some heel side J turns and some toe side J turns. Progression for this step is picking up more speed, so we're going to be going straight for a longer period of time before actually initiating that turn. By doing this, you'll be getting more and more used to going straight with that new front foot leading the way, and you'll also be picking up more and more speed before stopping on your heels or your toes. right, one more step and then I'll go over a few tips. So once that's feeling good and you're going straight with a decent amount of speed, before you're making heel side and toe side turns, the last step is to start making beginner C-turns. So now we're going to be basically combining everything that we've been doing. We're going to be going straight. We're going to be changing our edges. To start, just keep the turns really wide and even disconnected. So you can start with wide heel side C-turns and then do some wide toe side C-turns. And the progression will be, as you gain confidence, connect those turns together and make them smoother. Alright, so now I'm going to go over a few tips that will help you progress through these steps quicker and easier. So tip number 1, this is probably the most important, keep your weight forward. It's really tempting to lean back, especially when you're trying to ride switch because you have that new front foot forward, but keeping your weight forward will make things much easier. The more you lean back, the harder it is to get those turns around. So if you find that you're having trouble initiating and really fully getting either your heel side or your toe side down, check and make sure you're not leaning back. When you start to keep your weight forward, you'll have more leverage in making those turns with that new front knee. All right, tip number 2, go to some easy terrain when you're learning this. When you're first learning to ride switch, it can feel almost like you're starting over and you're learning how to snowboard for the first time. So you don't want to be trying this on advanced terrain and the terrain that, is about your level when you're riding regular. Instead, you want to take it back, go to some more mellow runs. You don't necessarily need to go all the way back to bunny hills or those learning areas with the magic carpets, but definitely take it easy. Not only does it feel like you're starting over, but also if you're on easier terrain, we have much wider space to do these turns and to sort of traverse across the hill. And hopefully also we can avoid the more advanced people that are bombing the hill. You really don't want to be working on riding switch and then someone slam right into you. All right, finally, tip number 3, always keep your head up and stay aware of your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel, especially when you're cutting across the hill, like in step 1, or when you're making those really wide turns. People might not be expecting you to make those types of turns or those types of movements. So always keep your head up, always stay aware. Hope you find these steps and these tips helpful with your switch progression. Let me know in the comments below how you're getting on. Also, let me know what you'd like to see in future videos because I'll be uploading a video every week. If you like this video, if you could do me a favor and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, that way you can stay up on any future videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.